Hello everyone, my name is Chai, and welcome to the 15th episode of my Minecraft Let's Play. Today we're going to be working a lot in the village, getting a whole bunch of my tools ready for the Ender Dragon fight, but then also making this place look a little nicer for all the villagers that live here. If any of that sounds interesting to you, please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. Let's get on with the video. The first thing that I'm going to work on is this toolsmith and weaponsmith and general smithery for all of the people who make tools and armor and weapons. I have a design for that, but I think I'm gonna need to gather a few resources, so I'm gonna go and do that now. One of the things I'm gonna need for this project is a lot of bricks, so first we're gonna go and find a lush cave, and then hopefully I can get some clay out of that so that I can smelt that into some bricks. Alright, there should be a lush cave around here somewhere. Diamonds! Woo! That is a spider spawner. Ooh, a mending book! That's gonna be something that I won't have to spend more money on later. The zombie just dropped a better sword than I have. Alright, I feel like I've been going in circles. I cannot find the lush cave. I know it's somewhere, but I don't feel like looking for it right now. But what I do know exists is a swamp, and so I'm probably just gonna go to one of those. I've got plenty of minerals, though. I suppose there's also clay right here I can just take. I'm going to go back now and smelt this. One day I'm gonna accidentally fall into the chunk, and it's going to be very funny, but also unfortunate. Mostly funny, though. I'm gonna smelt all this clay down, and then I can get to building. That's not entirely true. I do still need a couple stacks of oak wood. Alright, I've got a whole bunch of resources. Now it is time to forcibly remove this iron golem out of the place where I need to build, and then build this little blacksmithing area. I can't even pick up the iron. My inventory's too full. After committing a slight bit of murder, I got to work on the foundation of the house, adding in the andesite and stone bricks. After that, I added some of the main pillars in for the bottom section, making sure that the crossbeam is in place, and I also added some buttons because they're pretty. After that, I worked on the forge. I used bricks and a whole bunch of other detail blocks for that. After that was done, I worked on the walls. I alternated oak wood and oak wood planks, and then I stripped all of the oak wood so that it would be smooth. I ran out of wood, but once I had all of that collected, I was able to finish up the roof, add in the chimney, and then the building was done. Here is the blacksmith. I'm really quite proud of how this build came out with all of the, cracked bits. It's quite pretty, I think. I'm very proud of it. Alright, next we're gonna work on the inn. I've amassed a decent amount of resources so far, but I'm gonna need a few more oak logs. So while we're waiting for all of this to kind of grow, I'm going to see about upgrading some of my villagers over in the village so that they can give me diamond tools and weapons and stuff. I think I'd like to focus on the sword next, seeing as this one is almost out, and it would be nice if I could have something that was a bit more substantial than a sword that I picked up from a zombie. First, I've got to find where he is, though. Now that I've actually, made houses for people, I've got no idea where people are. Hello? No, you're the toolsmith. Sorry. Have a nice evening. You're the armor smith. You'll be useful, but not right now. What is going on here? What on earth? Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? Well, I'm glad we've started this now. I'm gonna go get a large amount of emeralds. Alright, somehow all of that wasn't enough to get it to level up. So that's fun. Fortunately, I did remember that I have 3 different ways to get bone meal, so I can bone meal the oak trees and then just get the wood that way, so that temporarily solves that problem. I still need to find a way to get a whole bunch of emeralds, though. Might just be spend a lot of time in the fields getting emeralds. Set up a little composter over here. And so I do have a fair bit of bone meal from this. I'll probably start with that, and then if I run out somehow and I still don't have enough oak wood, I will go over to the lilac grove and grab a few bones from the farm. This should be all the resources I need. Now it's time to get building. Hello everyone, it's me, VoiceOver Chai. I'm going to interrupt your building with the small shortened version of the please subscribe to me. Please do that. Thank you. Maybe also like the video while you're at it. I don't know. Do what you want. Here's the inn. I'm calling it Dandelion Inn because I put dandelions everywhere and I think it looks nice. If we go inside here, we can see this brewing area where the cleric will work. I don't see them right now. There's a child. I don't see the cleric right now, but I'm sure eventually they'll be working here. There are cups places because that's just how this works. I actually really like all of the interior design I did in this area, and then also the rooftop garden thing, which I will show you in a moment. Here are just a whole bunch of beds, though. But here's the rooftop garden. It's exactly what I just said it was. It's a garden on the roof. Here's the guy who works at the rooftop garden, making plants. I don't know. What do you do, good sir? You sell me bread and give me emeralds. Very nice. If you go back down to the basement, you'll find what most villages have. An unnecessary amount of beds to populate the entire place. Not all of them are filled, but eventually they will be, so that's good. So yeah, that's the inn. I did a few things with this that I didn't do to all of the other buildings, so I'm going to update the styles to make them look a bit more nicer and detailed. Alright, I changed a few things, but not many things, or not nearly as much as I was expecting to change. I made that chimney up there into brick because when I made that chimney, I thought that the brick orangish color was a nice accent to all of the grays and browns. I also added more leaves everywhere and smoothed out some of this path block. I do plan on making like a nice actual path in the future, but I want to do that once like all of the buildings are complete so that I actually know where to put all of the path. So for now, it's just gonna stay like this. Alright, the next thing I want to work on is getting my sword to be powerful instead of weak and flimsy. What I need to do for that is level up my weaponsmith. Unfortunately though, my weaponsmith has this really annoying trade that I need to use to level him up, and so that's gonna take a while. What I think I'm gonna do is alternate between some controlled deforestation so I can trade sticks with my Fletchers, and then also some farming so I can trade with my farmers. Hopefully this should eventually get me enough emeralds to be able to get an easier trade to complete. Now he should be able to give me a nice sword, right? No, How many axes am I gonna have to buy? Could also do this trade. I don't think that would be a good use of my time. I'll just buy a whole bunch of axes. I was able to get the weaponsmith all leveled up, and now we have a very nice sword that took a while to get, but it's still pretty nice. Oh, hello, cat. Goodbye, cat. Actually, I think I want to get another cat. I'm gonna go get another cat. No one can stop me. Wait, it's a different cat. It's another sock cat. Oh. Hello. You love me! Hello! Hello, cat. Can I get another cat? There's two. Hello, other cat. Good sir, you just scared the cat away. Now I have two cats. Kind of using these cats as like creeper guards, so I'm just gonna like station them in random places around the city, and then maybe creepers won't blow up my buildings. That's the plan anyway. You shall be named Martha. And now I need to go and find the other one. This shall be Samantha. Oh, no, don't do that. No. No, good sir. It's dangerous out here. Go back inside. No, that's the wrong way. You're going to fall off a cliff. I'm also naming the outdoor cats too. This one's Katie, and then over here we have Katrina. Alright, I've started leveling up this armor so that we can start getting better gear. Hopefully I should be able to have full diamond by the end of the episode. I've made this chest up in the blacksmith's house for where all of the extra storage goes, and there's a few extra things that I've traded. Well, it looks like I officially have full diamond gear. It's not all enchanted with the things that I want it to be enchanted with, but for random rolls from a blacksmith, this isn't half bad. I actually quite like the setup. I think for now, I'll display my old armor in the cactus basement while I build a better place to put it. Alright, the next thing I want to do is expand my melon farm. When I was getting emeralds for all of the things that I did today up in the village, I noticed that a lot of my villagers only really take melons and not as much pumpkins, even though pumpkins are significantly better in most ways. But what this does mean is that I would like to have more melons so that I can get more emeralds from the villagers. I think I'm just gonna make like a little cliffside here and then make a whole bunch of melon farm on it. In some of the chests at the Lilac Grove, I found a bit of dirt and grass, so I should be able to use that to terraform some stuff over there. I'll also grab a bit of stone from this chest monster over here. Here's what the terraforming looks like. You can see we've got this nice little flat area up here, and then if we follow the path down here, we can see like a little cliffside over the potato field, and then there's a little waterfall area that no one's gonna really see ever, but I think it looks nice, so I'm glad I put it there. What I'm gonna do now is kind of curve this path outline thing down to here, because I kind of want it to fork and then I can have like something here. I don't know. But I feel like having a path go up here would be less interesting than having two separate little melon farms, one down there and one that leads over to here. Alright, so this is the path. What I'm gonna do now is start placing where I want the melons to go. Alright, here's the melon layout. Now I need to cover up this water and then decorate the thing. Alright, there's a man. I'm going to engage him in hand-to-hand combat to see if my gear is good? I don't know. I'm murdering a man. That's the plan. Oh, that actually worked. I'm still building, but I've located another cat and I want it. Come here, my child. I now have another cat. You shall be Kevin. Back to building. This is the completed melon farm. I quite like it. It looks pretty cool. It has melons. That's kind of the purpose of it. I also made some changes to this melon farm so that it would fit more with this melon farm and then also the rest of the farm area itself. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is make some paths. I've already kind of started to plot out where I want the paths to go with the path blocks themselves, and I've dug out this section. Basically, how this is going to work is that there are 4 styles of path that I'm going to go with. There's going to be this graveyard path thing where I've already kind of developed the style of it. It is over here. It's gravel and cobblestone. Very spooky combination if you ask me. Especially because it's all weathered and stuff. And that'll continue to about over here-ish. This dugout part that I've already started on is the town. It's going to have I'm thinking andesite, brick, and some gravel, or maybe I'll do cobblestone. I haven't really decided yet. Down here is going to be the farm area. It's going to be kind of like dirt, so I'll probably use coarse dirt and maybe some podzol. I haven't really decided. And then down here is going to be the Lilac Grove section. I'm probably going to do a massive amount of terraforming here, so I probably won't do this until next episode. But it also already has a path style kind of decided for it, so that'll probably just continue up into this area where I might add a few more farms. But that's not right now, that's later. Right now we're gonna work on the path bits up there. Here's the final path. I'm quite happy at how this came out with all of the tuff. I think it adds a nice darker element to this build, because right now the outside is just a lot of stone, and then sometimes there's wood, but this darker gray color is quite nice. Alright, before we get this section of the path in, I'd like to work on terraforming this little geode area down here. It's still got some path from when there was a village here, and then there's this massive hole, and it's just kind of unpleasant to look at, and definitely unpleasant to fall into. The first thing we're going to clean up is this hole. It's the biggest thing that needs to be fixed in this area, and it'll help us get a better idea of what to put here once it's all cleared up. Alright, that's looking a lot better. Next, we're going to deal with this area. I like how there's kind of two layers to it, but this layer is kind of like caving inwards, and I don't think that's what we want here. I also need to get rid of this path, because for some reason I haven't done that yet. Alright, this is looking pretty good. I think this is a good place to add a water feature. I find them useful so you can always have a water bucket on you in case just for some reason your water bucket is empty. And then also they look nice and they break up areas that would normally just be stone and dirt. So I think with this like two-tiered thing, we can like make a water there, and then it goes like over here and then down into a pool here. Alright, I've got the water in, and I've done a small amount of extra bits for the waterfall itself. And I'm thinking it's looking pretty good so far. One of the things I'm gonna do is mix in some cobble to create some variation in texture. This is probably one of the most important things you can do when building, making differently textured bits. The other being shaping and making sure that the shapes are all nice. There we go. This is already looking a lot better, just with the addition of some cobble and some extra stone parts. Now I get to add some foliage. I've bone mealed the water a little, but then I can also use some of this moss and then bone meal that to get like shrubberies and such. Though I think I'll actually just replace it manually because I don't want to have to deal with the stone getting deleted and then having to replace it. There we go, the moss is making things also look nice. Just more variations in textures and everything generally ends up going well. With a little bit of foliage, this place is looking quite nice and lush. That is going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. Hope to see you soon!